Guys, it's 8:42 in the morning. It's 6 in the morning for the server. So it's pretty early. Server's definitely not dead. Let me go over. I'm just trying to avoid these guys. Ooh, I'm gonna go up here really quick, see if there's anyone. GM. Who's got the coffee? Trying to see if there's some people that can go up here in the, in the safety of not in the middle of the city. All right, let's go down. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. I can turn off the mic. You guys see that? We just got that boy. Yeah, rogues are fun. The reason it's laggy is because I moved to this new apartment, and they only allow us to have one internet brand service, and it sucks. Now they can, yeah. Whenever I'm talking, yeah. Oh man, come on. Oh. Oops. there's not as many people on the ground because of flying, and then also there's not as many people in the game because they're spread out between Outlands and Kalimdor, or the Eastern Kingdoms, whatever you want to call it. Azeroth. But yeah, trust me, it's really annoying that my game is like more laggy because before it was perfect. I didn't have any lag. I could stream. If I'm not streaming, it doesn't lag. So that means my internet's just a little too shitty to stream. Maybe that's a little better. Oh, no crit. I have elite on me. Damn. I didn't see the elite there. I was playing it risky. She sounds like a coyote. Did you hear her? That was literally like a coyote noise. I'm in org because I'm killing people. I'm PvPing. No, these aren't. This is vanilla. This is classic era, so there's no level 70s. Let's get this guy. Let's get him. Got him. We did that with half health too. Bingo. Thank you for the follow. You do Scarlet Monastery. You basically get to level 30 and then you just run Scarlet Monastery all the way to like 50. You get ran through dead mines. Ideally, you have a level 60 do it with you, and you just grind out dungeons. He's not down. He doesn't want the smoke. Man, the music sounds good, doesn't it? I'm sharing the live stream right now. If you guys don't mind, like and repost the live stream. Let's get it out there. As we're waiting for a noob to come by. Let's put the poisons on. Put the poisons on the weapon. Nah, I don't play Burning Crusade. It's for noobs. Oops, I didn't mean to. Yeah, I know it's laggy. I need to talk to internet provider and see if they can improve it. I did. I think he did, but then I made my own because it was a little weak. I poured yours in a cup. So, Mom, if you want to use that little cup right there. Yeah. Mm. Oh, big damage. There we go. Yep. Oh man, come on. Yeah, that's fine. It's crazy. Uh, I'll get little videos of this game and I post it on Facebook. It'll get like 50,000 views, 100,000 views. No, dude, I don't care.
Don't open that window. I'm gonna get a chill. See how concerned I am?
Oh, just missed him. Oh, we might be able to get him still. Got him. I didn't have to use vanish either. Gotta love it. Some good ganking in the morning.
Hello, GM Saga. I'm doing good. But yeah, that's a good sign. Hello?
Yo,
Yeah, can you hear me now?
uh,
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think there's like a delay. Yeah, if you have like two things going at once. Yo, Saga, can you hear me now? All right, good shit. That was tweaking when we first started there, so sounds good now. Yeah. No, the fefe, I haven't looked at it yet. I've been seeing the back and forth in the KC's group, so I figured jump on and just shoot the shit. Um, but I want to take a look at it because I've been in the Bucky train for a bit now, and like the Farcoin stuff and all the stuff that Donnie was running. But yeah, I mean, I think right now is a prime opportunity to scoop up anything that's way undervalued as far as how the market's shaping up. I'm curious to see what happens tomorrow, and hopefully we don't see too much of a sell off. Yeah, I haven't. I like to look at like weekly close time frame and not even put it on the candles. I mean, you can put it on the candles, but just the line chart and just kind of see where it's at. And you see stuff that's relatively new in the past year, way below, its initial close, weekly close. And so, I mean, that tells you right there for the most part. But I don't know. It does fall into the narrative and community too, to what you were saying earlier on Fefe. So that's obviously a key factor. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm like in the middle of going to the dump and tossing trash and grabbing coffee and shit. I think just on what you were saying though, I think we're seeing a lot of tokens over the like newer tokens, right? Like under 12 months of chart history. You know, they might have had their initial wave, and I think what's great is the market's kind of reset all of them. And so now most of those tokens, unless they're like just now falling out of whatever hype that they've been driven by, if they were launched recently, should have already reset with the market and now be trading with the market. So now, even if you might have been in a token through its initial wave and got out, or even if you bag held, you know, the top in that token and came back down, um, you know, right now is a good time to be either, you know, getting your cost basis down if you held, or at re-adding to those initial bags if you believe in that token. So, um, you know, it go that like I think the key part, what I was saying though, is if we're gonna be if these tokens are now gonna be reset and put back in line with like Bitcoin and the broader market, I think we have a huge advantage to, you know, make multiples on multiples going forward. So Yeah, and if I can, I'd be down to start like just like a general crypto for that group. I have my own kind of smaller side group, but this is my ex account, so I'm not in the motion one like 24/7. I have like just a small. It's like 12 people. I was in like a couple others, and I was just like, all right. Like at this time in the market, I think it's important to have just like higher signal of like your smaller group and people like you can kind of just go back and forth with like on a more frequent basis and have like less noise, you know? Yeah. But I think it's important to kind of have the spaces too. That way you can kind of voice and air shit out that you might be seeing and, go back and forth. Cause it's easy once everything's up, it's easy, right? You don't need all the opinions and stuff are kinda out the window. Yeah, 100%. Because people are gonna scream back into the market at some point. And there's not many. I mean, there is, but there's not, like, many with relevant small caps, I feel that had been running in the past, say, 12 months, you know what I mean? Like, there's BB, they hold spaces, but those are, like, all, like, kinda, like, broader market analysts, I guess, if you can even call it, or personalities, which I find that I've listened to their spaces for a long time now. Donnie used to add a lot of alpha to that, but he stopped going to that, and that's kind of like falling downhill, to be honest, in my opinion. It's not even about crypto anymore. They have like this David Levinson guy that comes up and talks like equities 24/7 and talks the entire show. It's just obnoxious. Yeah, which is fine. I'm down to just yuck it up about that shit. It's not like I'm a politician or anything, but and neither am I some like crazy guru. But if you're here, most of the time, through whatever run or period you've been in crypto, then you at least have an opinion, can talk about it. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. What like where are you based? Oh, all right. I'm in Mass, Boston area. Yeah, I was actually just down in Dallas for work like twice in the last 2 months. It's quiet. Like downtown, super quiet. Yeah, I was hearing a lot of the like commercial buildings are partially empty or whatever, but I don't know. I work like outside of crypto. It's like a big consulting firm for like industrials. Um, got a big team in the Dallas area. It was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Dallas is popping though. I mean, Texas is doing good in general. You know, I think they're not in debt like California and stuff, and they have a lot of resources. Looking at Bitcoin, I mean, for the past day, we went up from 64,700 to 67,163 right now. So I don't know what's happening today, but it's you know it's looking good. Maybe this is why people are getting bullish. You know, what was there was a tweet that I saw from Jules. What did he say? Something about the market.
I don't think we go below 60. If we do, it's like a wick. I had like a little fib range on like the daily since we made that initial bottom. Um, I think it bottomed out. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we go down to like 62 4 or something, 62, and then I don't know.
there's a lot of people saying the bottom's in. So, and then you know, this is what Jules said. I love seeing Max Payne right now and confusion over what is really happening. Putin wants peace. BRICS is getting wrecked. Peace comes through brute force. BTC session closed 1,000 above pre-Iran strike today. Manipulation of BTC will always exist, but it got egregious and is subsiding. Midterms around the corner. Everyone is down bad. Cannot fathom the market reversing soonish. You know, so
Yeah.
people are
Yeah,
thinking
I
the
mean
market's
sentiment, but sentiment from like crypto, um, and not from the big guys, but like those smaller mid-sized accounts is starting to flip, in my opinion, from
yeah,
what I've seen
yeah,
towards like being super bullish alts. I mean, the others BTC chart, other like a lot of those charts look good. So
yeah,
I
yeah. I
think
mean,
Bitcoin's got to follow at some point.
if you look at Bitcoin, it's just kind of been hovering where all-time high was in 2021.
Right.
So I mean that's pretty bullish, I think, and you know it's sitting around where we were when we made that all-time high in 24. So there's some key support in this range, and the fact that we haven't dropped below all-time high in 2021 previous cycle to me just shows that like yeah, Bitcoin made a new leg up and it's wanting to hold it. Now, in an absolute, so what does that tell me? I think we're not in an absolute bear market. I think, you know, in an absolute bear market, we would see more of a dip than just 65K. But I don't know also like if banks and governments are really accumulating, maybe they don't let it go below 65K, even in like ever again. I don't know. Even in a complete bear market, maybe we just go higher. But I would, historically, you see dips that are much deeper than where we're at right now. So I think this might just be like a cool off period, waiting for some clarity in the markets. We just had a lot like the tariffs, war, a whole bunch of things that are kind of just causing chop. President Trump.
Well, if you look at like liquidity's like been somewhat down even since December when they technically ended QT. And I'm not like liquidity ISM holy grail, but the fact is like ISM did tick back up, and the Fed did say that they're going to go back to a more moderate stance, or more of a looser stance. So I mean, I don't know if we ever had the full bull, but I think the confusion with like a 4-year cycle, believers, and that whole thing, that whole narrative really kind of like morphed the last, say, 2 years,
Yeah.
even 3 years, as far as like what the price action put together. So I don't know. It's like from my perspective, it's more of like a mid-cycle pullback
Yeah.
that we're in, if possible,
Yeah, I
or
agree.
even like a early, like maybe that whole last couple of years was premature, and it was just ETFs and institutions starting to get in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we actually had a full bull run. I mean, we never saw Ethereum have its run yet. I think that's the biggest, sign for me is like, you we always see Bitcoin run and then we see Ethereum. We never had that. Bitcoin stayed pretty strong throughout this entire time, you know. So, and we've seen pullbacks. Pullbacks can be pretty nasty to psychologically and price wise, and then it reverses and goes on to make a new all time high. That's the beauty of the volatility in crypto. So we'll have to see what happens. There's a lot of people that think it's over, and then there's a lot of people that think we continue higher. So that's the funny thing is the market seems pretty split 50-50,
Yeah.
and it just seems like nobody knows what's really going on. But I think it
They
would
got to
make
do something
sense.
though. Like the government, like Trump's got to do something for midterms.
Yeah,
So things have to kind of pick back up. Um, I mean, his ratings are in the shit. They have this war going on, which is insane. Um, so like something's got to give eventually. I think you know they had to stimulate GDP, and maybe they wanted to stimulate somewhat through this war or whatever. I don't really know, but um,
yeah. Well, and if you think about it, we did have an early run. Bitcoin ran ahead of time. We have all this adoption. We have, Trump. We have more regulatory clarity. We have government saying that they're going to accumulate. We have the USA saying it's wanting to be the leader in crypto and adopting Bitcoin and everything. So it just makes sense that this is just going to be actually finally maybe what they call the super cycle. It's just funny because every time people ever said that, they ended up being wrong. And it's like, sure, buddy, but I mean, eventually, the mass adoption is going to happen, and then I think we'll have that. So, it's like at some point you're going to be right saying it, you know.
yeah.
So, but
In the bear case is even like has like lesser facts to back it up.
yeah,
Like these people calling for 30 and 40K, like I don't see they're not posting it with any charts. I mean, maybe they are of like, you know, the 2023 or 2022 lows and, wicking down to that area. But I don't know. There's like, uh, on our way up in like 2023, I want to say, there's that range before we, or 2024, excuse me, was like that summer where we were ranging in this same area, where there's like the 58K area, 60K area before it broke back up. So I don't know. I think this whole level that we're at right now is really strong support.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
People just want attention.
Yeah. Yeah. People are always going to farm. People are always going to farm whatever is going to get them the most views and stuff. I mean, I do it on Threads. I'm like, every day I'll post altcoin season just because I literally just say that altcoin season on Threads app because it just gets the best algorithmic reach. And people all the time are like, why do you keep tweeting that? It's like, well, it'll come eventually, but it gives me the best engagement. So I know people are out here doing it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the space. I have some stuff I gotta do, but we'll do some more in the future here. And thanks for coming up, man. It was good talking. Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
likewise. Yeah, likewise. Have a good one.
Yep, you too, brother.
Peace.
Peace. All right, let's feed her.